Hey girl, hey, it's a DIY day. So we're going to be making fabric covered storage boxes. Here's what you'll need: a cardboard box, a yard of fabric, a box cutter, a Sharpie marker, packing tape, scissors, a ruler, and spray adhesive. Let's get started. First, you want to assemble one side of your box. The particular box that I got, as you can see, is from Home Depot. It was about 74 cents plus tax, and it's the size small, which is about 12, I think it's 12 inches by 12 inches by 16 inches, I think. So next, what you'll want to do is flip the box over and cut off the flaps. I personally don't want them, so they're going bye-bye. Be very, very careful when you're using a box cutter so you don't hurt yourself or anyone else. Now, this is what happens when you rush through your project. You make mistakes. Take your time. This is sped up for the purposes of this video, but please take your time and be very, very careful. As you can see, because I rushed, I messed up. So now I have to fix my mistake. What I'm going to do is to even out the side of that box is put a piece of tape over the mistake and try to even it out as best as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect because the fabric is going to go over it, but when you put the fabric over it, you want it to be pretty even, and the tape will help. So that kind of evened it out. Now, you want to take a ruler. Well, this step is completely optional, but you want to take a ruler and start marking out where you want the handle to go. So I started by marking the center of the box. Then I was able to mark the 3/4 and I'm sorry, though I can't do fractions right now. Basically, I marked 2 inches on either side of the 6-inch mark. That's where I want the handle to begin and end. The width of the handle is going to be based on the size of my ruler. So I just drew a line on each side of the ruler, and then I used the box cutter very carefully to cut out the handle. Again, take your time with this. You don't want to rush and mess up. So this is what it should look like when you get done. Next, you want to lay out your fabric and center your box. Once you complete that, put your ruler about an inch away from the actual box and start cutting down the side of that. It doesn't have to be perfect because all of this is going to be hidden. So here we go. We're just going to cut straight down until we get to the edge of the box. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Put it about an inch away from the box and an inch outside of the box itself. And cut that fabric and save that scrap because we're going to use it a little bit later. Now you want to cut an angle at an angle down the box. So when you pull the fabric up, it'll fit nicely around the box. So here's what I did on the other side. Just want to make sure the box is in a good place. Put the ruler about an inch outside the box and cut down the side. My scissors were dull, so make sure you have pretty sharp scissors when you're doing this. And do the exact same thing on the other side. And save that scrap too. Then cut your angle so that when you pull the fabric up, it'll fit around the box. So this is what it should look like when you get done. Now you want to grab your adhesive spray and start spraying the box. Then press the box down to the fabric on one side and then do the same thing on the opposite side. Then cover the back in the same way. Now what you want to do when it comes to these smaller sides is to basically pull the fabric around to the front, the excess fabric around to the front. And this is going to help the box look a lot nicer when it's all put together. Now you want to take the the adhesive spray, and spray a little bit on the actual fabric and fold the excess fabric over so that it makes a straight line. And do the same thing on the other side. Now spray the box. And pull the fabric up. And make sure the fabric is centered and smooth out any imperfection. So it'll look something like this. Now, if you would like to, this is completely optional, but you can line the inside of your box with the excess fabric that we cut off earlier. Just spray down some adhesive, put the little scraps inside, and then cover the top of the box with the flaps from the outside. Now for the handle, I cut a little slit in the handle and then cut a line. Then I cut at an angle on each corner so that I can push the fabric over the cardboard so it won't be visible. So I just sprayed some adhesive down and pushed the fabric over. So voila, this is your completed box. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.